Today we're reading Acts 16, verses 16 through 24. And it came to pass, as we went to prayer, a certain damsel possessed with a spirit of divination met us, which brought her masters much gain by soothsaying. The same followed Paul and us, and cried, saying, These men are the servants of the Most High God, which show unto us the way of salvation. And this did she many days. But Paul, being grieved, turned and said to the Spirit, I command thee in the name of Jesus Christ to come out of her. And she came out the same hour. And when her masters saw the hope of their gains was gone, they caught Paul and Silas and drew them into the marketplace unto the rulers, and brought them to the magistrates, saying, These men, being Jews, do exceedingly trouble our city, and teach customs which are not lawful for us to receive, neither to observe, being Romans. And the multitude rose up together against them, and the magistrates rent off their clothes and commanded to beat them. When they had laid many stripes upon them, they cast them into prison, charging the jailer to keep them safely, who, having received such a charge, thrust them into the inner prison and made their feet fast in the stocks. Next, Luke tells us of a situation, still in Philippi, where a girl with a spirit of divination begins following Paul and Silas around. Oddly enough, she's speaking the truth about them. They are servants of the Most High God, and they were there to show them the way of salvation. The reason this was a problem, though, is because of the Roman culture. In this culture, the people believed there were many gods, and that some were more powerful than others. For this girl to be shouting this likely caused onlookers to assume that Paul and Silas were just talking about another god. Paul wanted to make it clear they were talking about the only true God, so he cast the spirit out of her. Then we see some men that Luke refers to as her masters. They were profiting by having her make divinations for people. Now their source of income is no longer available to do this. If there's one thing that hasn't changed throughout the ages, it's this. If you want to upset someone, affect their wallet. People get touchy real quick. And these men set about to get Paul and Silas punished. They dragged them into the city rulers, claiming that they were troubling the city. They went even further, claiming that they were teaching things that were unlawful for Romans to do. Now that was clearly a lie. But as we see even today, a lie can do a lot of harm before anyone bothers to check its accuracy. It says a large group of people rose up against them and got the rulers concerned enough that they had them beaten and then thrown into prison. We'll find out in the next passage that the magistrates broke the laws by beating them, as Roman citizens had certain rights. But Paul doesn't share that just yet. The story is yet another reminder that even when we're serving God, or maybe especially when we're serving God, things may not go the way we expect. We will be mistreated, lied about, perhaps even worse. God never promises that serving Him will be easy. He only promises that He will protect us and help us through whatever we face. Are you facing a tough time? Take encouragement from Paul and Silas. God will help you through this.